is a video explaining the 5 most common mistakes that Italians make when they speak in English. First of all, we have to say that English is an easy language to learn for its relatively simple grammar, but phonetically it may be difficult for those that are coming from a very different phonetical background. So here you have the 5 most common mistakes that Italians make when they speak in English. The first one is rather annoying for me because Italians keep making this mistake over and over again, no matter how many times you keep telling them it is a mistake, do not make it. And it is adding a vowel sound at the end of every word that ends with a consonant. For example, I wear my shoes to go to work, and it is not a real sound. It is like a smoothing down something that they would not recognize as a normal sound. The second one is the H sound. It does not exist in Italian. So it is a real struggle for them to think about having to pronounce something that they generally do not see simple as that. So for example, if you have a house, they would not pronounce house, they would not just pronounce it house. Or how, they would just say ow. Or hold, they would just say old. However, it is quite funny because a few weeks ago I was watching a video on the YouTube channel Papa Teach Me English, and it was teaching the Cockney accent, the accent spoken by Londoners. And among all the different variation of pronunciation that they have in the Cockney accent, one of those was the lack of pronunciation of the H sound, as the Italians do. The third one is the R sound. It is something that is a little bit more subtle than the previous two, because it is something that really Italians struggle to understand it, because in Italian the R is pronounced like with a rotating sound, Roma, with a R like rotating R, whereas it is a lot more subtle in English. It's like R, D sound, something like that, like in the word learn, or fruit, or flower. Regardless to where you have it in English, it's not a real R like rotating sound. The fourth one is a accent mistake, and you need to understand that English, it is phonetically more similar to Germanic sounds. However, many of the words that are found in both English and German are coming from Latin. So when we have words like antenna, it is written exactly in the same way in Italian, and it comes from Latin, but in Italian is pronounced antenna. So another example, because I remember I had this issue on my very first day at work when I was in London. I said idea, and idea is idea. It is written exactly in the same way, it comes from exactly the same root. And from there, other sounds like fruit, frutta, name, nome, number, numero. Also, something that most of the British people that I met do not realize is that they do have this influence from the Latin language. For example, if you think about the word teeth, the actual doctor that takes care of your teeth is called dentist, like in Italian, dentista. And this comes from the fact that teeth in Italian are called denti. Denti, dentista, dentista, dentist. The fifth mistakes that Italians make when they speak in English is the letter pronunciation. In Italian, we come from a grammatic and phonetic background where all the letters are pronounced exactly in the same way every time, regardless to where you put them in the word. But it is quite different in English. You may say obvious, offensive with the O sound for the O letter, but then you would say sound, And the O in sound is like ound, sound. So it's not a real O. Other examples: abroad, above. The A is a, above, abroad. Whereas in fabric is fabric, fabric. So it's not a real A. It's not fabric, it's fabric. So thanks again for watching this video, guys. I would like to have some comments from both Italian and British people because I would like to understand if I missed out something or if there's something that I said that I do not agree completely, at least. This is it for now, guys. Watch it and subscribe it with Italian style.